si Kim Ji-wan on one end. It is Baroka dito sa kabila. Sama niya si Nataha, Pinisi, Rivas, and Simon. Binabantayan nila. Kagiwa, Kim, Mercado, Rondial, and Slaughter. Taha with a sky hook. Gets the bounce!
He really wanted that ball. He saw a much smaller Mark Kagiwa guarding him at the post. But you just have to appreciate the development of this player. He can even shoot with his left hand now.
May sala na balita.
Unti-unti naging effective para sa Pure Fruit Star Hotshots to stay on their toes dahil sinusubukang umarangkada ng Ginebra. But Coach Tim Cole wants his guys to keep their composure so that they can make a stop, execute plays, and rotate on defense. Balik sa inyo.
Well, they were able to weather the storm. Usually, when you're up by 8 points, you lose it. Matambakan ka pa ng anong. Teams made of lesser materials, magsosokom yun eh. But they were able to save it dahil nakapagtabla pa sila sa end of ng 3 quarters at ngayon lamang pa sila ng 3.
Aha, back to the bench. Sinalubong naman ang masigapong palakpakan. Blakely back on the floor. He wants to attack Helterbrand. PJ over at the other side. The one-hander is good!
The momentum is now on the side of the Star Hotshots. They're scoring here in the 4th quarter. Different situation in the 3rd wherein they were blank in the first 3 minutes of action.
Isa pang hindi nakakalaro sa Ginebra, si Mac Barakael. He's actually in a leather jacket. Kapang gimmick all the way at the end of that bench.
Parang Gino Foreman ito ah.
Medyo.
Ready na yan ah. Ready na pagkatapos ng laro. Tuloy na sa gimmick yan.
Sakto. Pero itong Star Hotshots nakapagtayo na naman ng 5 puntos na kalamangan. Helterbrand getting into Peña. Deep position. Kim mula sa kaliwa. Has to shoot. 4 to go. Natawagan na ng 3-second violation si Doria.
Ang pagkakaiba ngayon dito eh. Dahil for Ginebra, nahihirapan silang umiscore. They ended the 3rd quarter down by 1 point. It's a 4-0 blast for the Star Hotshots. But the problem really is they cannot generate points here, easy buckets, the same way that they did in the 3rd quarter dahil hindi naman sila makapag-stop. Hindi ngayon sila makatakbo.
Malyari back on the floor. He's matched up with Kim. Simon kontra kay Helterbrand. Ginamit yung pick ni Mick. 5 to shoot for the guys in yellow. And away from play, there is a foul. Peña and Pinisi battling for position. That's a matchup for the ages, Coach RG.
But what is so nice is, you know that they're no longer spring chickens, but they're still relevant. Importante yun eh. May relevance pa sila. They can still contribute positively to their teams. That is why they're still getting that playing time.
Blakely gets it over to Simon. Gustong sukatin depensa ni Kim. Tumulong nga lang si Johnson. Blakely in traffic. Gustong mangararo. Traveling ang naipito.
Doon yung nagiging problema ng Star Hotshots. To date, they now have 20 turnovers. So lamang sila ng 5 puntos. Sayang yun eh. Ang importante naman dito sa Ginebra, they should take advantage on the frequency, the way the Star Hotshots are turning the ball over.
Johnson back to Mercado. Solomon came to life back in the 3rd quarter of action. JJ from deep. Overcooks that one. Rivas secures that board.
Ito namang Ginebra ang nahihirapang umiscore. 1938, naalalabi sa ating pang-apat na yugto, hindi pa po umi-score ang Barangay.
Aguilar making his way back onto the floor. As Coach Frankie's going bigger with this lineup, si Helterbrand ang pinalitan niya dito. Devance is with Malyari, Rivas, Simon and Blakely. JDV gets it over to Rivas. Peña trying to keep in front. Malyari with a quick release. Blakely with a hand on it. Put back is good.
Blakely is actually more dangerous if he's coming from the weak side. If he gets that position to get offensive rebounds in the putback, it's hard to stop in situations like that.
Mercado kontra Malyari dito sa kabilang dulo. They're trying to go at least to chop head. Bad idea as the Star Hotshots are off and running. Foul whistled on the Soul Train.
PJ Simon showing signs of life here in this point. Now has a total of 6 points, 2 coming here in the 4th quarter. He's only averaging 4.3 points per game, and you know that this guy still has a lot of gas in his tank. At umaasa ang mga fans ng Pure Fruits na magpakita ng gusto si PJ.
Peter June, his tournament best, has only been 10 points so far. Misses on the first. And as promised, para malaman natin ang kondisyon ni Mark Caguioa, here's a report from Sal Guevara.
Hindi nga natin nakikita si Mark Caguioa sa bench as he is in the dugout nursing his left hand na kinakatakot daw ni Caguioa dahil parang nabali daw niya ang mga daliri sa kanyang kaliwang kamay. However, hindi pa na-identify kung ano talaga ang injury ni Mark, but they are trying to apply cold compress hoping that he'll get back in the game. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Miss El. So yan ang ating pakakaabangan as we go along. Wala na pong 9 na minuto natitira sa Governor's Cup edition ng inyong Manila Classico. 71-63. Ginebra's down by 8. Big pick from Peña. Johnson for 3. Doesn't work. Peña boards it. Uy. Medyo.
May tabok din.
Lumipat yung people.
Yun na nga eh. Kasi hindi mo babantayan si Dorian eh. Dahil hindi nga tumitingin sa ring yan eh.
Hindi ayaw niyang tumingin as Blakely comes up with a steal. Watch out! Blakely with the exclamation point.
Badly needed timeout for Barangay Ginebra.
In terms of this Manila Classico matchup this season, alone, the 2014-2015 season, Ginebra nakadalawa both in the Philippine and Commissioner's Cup. Pero pagdating naman ng Governor's Cup, mukhang ito yung kontrapelo. Pagka si Blakely ang import ng Star Hotshots, mukhang hindi nakakaobrang.
5-0 na, hindi nila maipanalo talaga eh. Pero kung pangkumpiyansa lang naman, sa taong ito, sa Philippine Cup, Gin Kings beat Pure Foods 89-66. Malayo ng kalamangan sa Commissioner's Cup. Gins again, 96-87. But in tonight's game, 73-63. Bakit? Eh Blakely, yun na nga nasabi mo, hindi pa nila tinatalo.
Tenorio with the leather. James Yap back on the floor. Pinalitan si Simon. Tenorio over to Kim with James right on it. Kim G1 di diskarte para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. 6 to shoot. For the guys in white. Japet tatanggap. LA asking for it. Ginebra. Battle for the rebound. Rivas crashes into the baseline.
Well, LA has been camping out in that deep corner for a long time. He was just waiting for that pass, but still nothing for Barangay Ginebra. They ended the third quarter with 63 points on the scoreboard. And right now, with 7:50 remaining here in the fourth, still 63. So hindi pa po nakakabuslo ang Ginebra sa pang-apat na yugto.
Away from play. Whistle is blown. Yap whistled for holding on to Kim. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. Tenorio may tanga ng bola, directing traffic. Malyari right on top of him. Kim trying to break free of the defense of James. Tatanggap on this left wing. Chop it on that baseline, taking the contact, and will shoot to the line for 2 shots.
Finally, a high percentage shot there. Nice pass there by G1 Kim to the cutting Japet Aguilar. This might just be the first basket here kung maka-shoot si Japet sa kanyang free throw.
Aguilar already with 15 points across his number. Rattles out the first free throw as we invite everybody to take a look at the medal tally. Ito po ang ating 28 SEA Games medal tally brought to you by PLDT Home Fiber, home's most powerful broadband.
Kanina nung pinakita natin to, 4 lamang ang gold ng Pilipinas. 5 na ngayon, so may naka-gold na naman para sa ating pinakamamahal na bayan.
Abang-abangan nyo lang po mga updates coming from Araneta and Miss Riza Diaz, both here on TV5 and Action TV. Devons gets it over to Malyari. Nakita. Etong si Blakely. Devons flips it up and out. Peña gets it over to Johnson on the run. Ginebra's down by 9. Orlando surveys. Inantay makababa ito si Peña. Tenorio couldn't pull the trigger. Gets it to Kim. Ayaw mo bra. Peña put back. Wala pa rin. And Malyari finally clears it for the Star Hotshots.
Sayang talaga eh. Nakikita nila yung mga tirang ganun. Hindi lang tumatama. What on the other hand naman, na-full frustrate na yung Ginebra dahil hindi sila makashoot. Bumabagal na yung kanilang transition defense. And that is where Blakely is at his most dangerous when he's running on the break. Dahil lamang na lamang siya pag nakakuha siya ng ganung advantage.
Motolite Express Hatid play of the game natin yan. Brought to you by Motolite Express Hatid. For Express Hatid service, call 370-6686. Blakely completes that 3-point play and the Star Hotshots are back up by 12.
They're just alive not only in this ball game. They won their first game against NLEX but dropped 4 successive games against Global, Meralco, San Miguel, and Alaska. They won against Kia and now they're on their way. Lamang sila ng 12 unless Ginebra can do something drastic here to turn the fortunes around.
JDB turning garbage into gold. And the Star Hotshots are taking this game by the horns. Back inside the smart Araneta Coliseum kung saan wala na pong 6 at kalahating minuto natitira sa Governor's Cup edition ng ating Manila Clasico. The Star Hotshots have retaken a 14-point lead. Parang Ginebra looking for a way to break their silence here. They go to Chapet. Sobra pa. Chapet ulit on the follow is fouled.
Sometimes you get hit by what you've said, a huge brick wall, and that is what Ginebra is facing here. They were only down by 1 point at the end of 36 minutes, but after a 14-1 run, ignited by Marcus Blakely and the rest of the Star Hotshots, tuloy-tuloy yung pag-alagwa, hirap na hirap ang Barangay Ginebra naman.
At ang isang napapansin natin during that last break, Greg Slaughter hindi pa nare-redeploy dito, Coach RG.
4 na puntos pa lamang si Greg Slaughter. After coming out of an injury, he has not really gotten his rhythm back. He's having a hard time probably adjusting with the way Coach Frankie wants his team to play. Coach Frankie wants that ball. As soon as he gets it, fast break. And Greg is not really that fastest guy inside the court. But if it's a half-court set, doon inaasahan si Greg na position inside at makascore naman underneath. Eh hindi talaga eh. Only 28% for Greg Slaughter, the entire confidence from the field.
Kita mo naman yung sampayan brigade na itong Star Hotshots, keeping that leather alive for their attack. May 2 free throws na parating. Para dito, Kim is their everything. And this, sideline inbound, off the rebound play.
Kaya yung minimuestra ni Coach Frankie, give them 1 shot. It's bad situation for us. We've been talking about it. 22 minutes, only 4 points, 5 rebounds on a 2 out of 6 field goal shooting for Greg. Medyo nahihirapan siya makabalik sa wisyo dahil hindi siya nagsimula sa ating lab, sa ating konferensyang ito at hindi pa niya makuha yung kanyang timing.
The Star Hotshots though, oh! That ball was alive. Nice save by Devance. Parang Ginebra working against the time clock. Johnson down the middle, puts it up off the glass. Johnson pa rin. Finally, a field goal para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Napakahirap ng puntos na iyon pero napakalaking bagay. 1 puntos pa lamang na yung score nila bago nakatira si Orlando Johnson doon. 27 puntos na ang kabuuang score. Pumapangalawa si Japet Aguilar na 16. Pero talagang minaman eh. Kinanya na ni Orlando Johnson dahil kinakailangan na nga naman nila.
Mintis pa para kay Johnson. Daniel Parantak's gold medal performance wushu will be shown during halftime of tonight's live SEA Games football game. Philippines versus Myanmar po yan sa Action TV. Magsisimula alas 8:30 ng gabi. Malyari sobra, baliktad pektus sa kanyang atake doon. Johnson from Tenorio takes it to the rack.
Wow!
Foul whistled on Rivas, pero a big block coming from Blakely para masiguradong walang 3-point play opportunity.
Yun talaga yung bentahe ni Marcus Blakely. Akala mo open na pero grabe yung bulusok rito. He was behind at least 5 steps but he was still there to block that shot.
Orlando missed this bonus kanina. 2 of 5 from that free throw line so far. Make that 2 of 6.
14-3 run here for Star Hotshots.
And we are getting reports right now that Mark Kagiwa has been ruled out for the remainder of this game.
That's even more bad news for Coach Frankie, who was able to tell his players to bounce back after being down by as big as 19 points in the second quarter. In fact, they were able to erect a 6-point lead. Pero ngayon, namumroblema sila because they're not getting any chances from the fast break situation. Their outside shooting, which was 3 out of 5 in the third quarter, 0 thus far in the fourth quarter, 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. Napakababang mga numero.
Maroka from the free throw line extended, misses. Johnson with a rebound. Ginebra in dire need of a basket here. Offensive foul whistled on Sol Mercado after the collision matapos yung kick out.
Well, he wanted to get that advantage by freeing up his teammate G1, Kim G1 for that shot. Pero natawagan naman siya ng offensive foul.
G1 Kim only with 1 3-pointer across his name so far. Baroka may tanga ng bola. Buta tayo nabot kay Mercado. Ball is loose. Kim bats it over. Johnson against Yap. Tutulong pa si Devans. Foul already given up by James.
Itong mga pagkakataong ito, dito talaga nagkakaroon ng momentum ang Ginebra. So importante, na-foul si Orlando Johnson. Makashoot siya ng free throw. Ito, unti-unti nang bumabalik. Ayun, nakita natin muling makabalik si Mark Aguio. But is he ready to play? Hindi pa natin masasagot yun. Pero yung free throw shooting, napakababa. Konting puntos ang kanilang na-score. Situations like this, you're shooting yourselves on the foot because you're given a lot of chances to trim that deficit. But because of your inability to shoot from the free throw line, yun ang nagiging kasalanan.
Mark Pingris, who picked up his 5th personal foul back in the 3rd, is back on the floor. Pinahinga na si Rafi Rivas. Just over 4 minutes remaining dito sa loob ng Big Dome. 10-point lead para dito sa Star Hotshots. Baroka against Mercado. Offensive foul on Mark. Nahuli yung kanyang paghawi. Sinasabihan siya ni Coach Rincon, hindi naman niya kailangan gawin yun.
Ayun, talagang hinawi, nakakagulat, umangal pa ng bahagya. Itong si Mark Baroka. Parang nagulat pa si team coach niya. Nasabing, oo, kitang-kita ka rin.
Mercado against Baroka. They go to Johnson, faking that 3, drives closer. Orlando against Ping. Chapet waiting for Mercado. Now he wants to go to Johnson. 7 to shoot for the guys in white. Mercado. Fly-by move down the gut of the defense. Blocking foul whistled on Blakely.
The only reason why Blakely was called for that foul is because he was inside that no-charge zone. So for Sol Mercado naman, he was really so strong in his point of attack. 8 points for him. 5 points in the 3rd quarter. That free throw is very important right now, and he knocks in his first one.
Kagiwa continues to check on that left hand. He's giving moral support to his 5 on the floor. Mercado overshoots the second one. Japet is there for the putback.
Now the question is if it's a 2 points
Yes,
or
it
1
will
point.
be. Japet Aguilar with that one. And that will bring Ginebra to within 7.
So 3 points in reverse there.
The Star Hotshots looking to put this one away.
Still within striking distance. It's just Ginebra team.
Baroka to Devans already with 19 points. Gets that basket because Sababang.
That's what you always tell your players. Every time you defend with your legs, not with your hands. Almost a turnover there, but for Japet, he was late on the recovery. He had nothing to do but to foul Joe Devans, who is playing his best basketball this conference. A total of 21 points for JDV.
Dorian Peña has been redeployed. Pinalitan si Brondial, so still no slaughter sighting in this 4th quarter. Coach Frankie electing to go with Dorian. Kim G1, di maipagpag si James. Pupunta sila kay Japet. Johnson for 3. No. Blakely taps it over to Devans. Kim had a hand on it. Blakely recovers it para dito sa Star Hotshots.
That was a clean look for Orlando Johnson, but probably fatigue just set in. They expelled so much energy in their comeback in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. Naubos dito sa pang-apat.
Devans. No, but is fouled by Aguilar.
Sometimes when you challenge that shot from the 3, you have to make sure that when you jump, yung momentum mo will stop na hindi mo maaapektuhan yung landing area mo. Eh, na-bother yun Automatic foul ang itatawag ng referee.
Devans 1 of 2 so far. Make that 2 of 3 from that free throw line. 2:37 remaining in this one. Barangay Ginebra will be back in action June 14 kontra sa Meralco Bolts before wrapping up their elimination round. Scheduled by facing Baracabul and NLEX. Ang Star Hotshots naman June 13 ang susunod na assignment kontra Rainer Shine. And then mga last games nila, Tokendex, Baracabul at Blackwater.
Pahirap ng pahirap itong kalbaryo na matatalo rito sa laban na ito. But JDV, he just knows when to press that green button and telling himself it's time to play. Prior to this game, 6.5 points. With this explosion, that final, completed three free throws, 24. Halos na triple. Apat na.
Johnson lights it up. Barangay Ginebra kumakawag-kawag pa. 3-point shot atid sa atin ng PLDT on DSL triple play plans.
What is so obvious in this ball game is the debate is over. These two teams are by far the most popular teams here in the PBA. At alam na alam din ng ating educated basketball fans how big this ball game is. At yung runs na magkabilang kupan, ang lalaki. It's not a 4-0 run, 6-0 run. Minsan 19-2, 21-3. Itong fourth quarter, ang laking run. Lamang naman ang Star Hotshots dito.
Baroka trying to break free of Mercado. Yap, tatanggap. Only 7 points across his numbers thus far. Blakely from the outside has yet to hit a 3 all tournament long. Mintis pa rin. Pingris with that rebound. That's a huge one para sa Star Hotshots.
That's what Mark Pingris is known for. His ability to get offensive rebounds, his tenacity to get 50-50 balls, and take a look at him right now, pushing up the much smaller G1 Kim.
Ping Bebuelo. 7 to shoot. Ball is taken away here. Peña had a hand on it. Kim was trying to push it.
And sometimes he gets out of control too. Double whammy. Turnover na. At hindi lamang yun. Pumahol pa. Penalty situation. Pangatlo. 6 fouls na. So pahinga na itong si Mark.
Pagkakataon ng Barangay Ginebra to come closer without the clock moving. Kim G1. Only 1 triple so far. Across his number, napakalaking 2 free throws ay ibibigay sa kanya.
Eh kasi may chance pa sila. If he makes this 2 free throws, they're still down by 3 possessions but it's lower at 7 points. But first things first. He has to make one and he nails the first one.
Kim G1, the Asian import ng Barangay Ginebra, scores his 5th point of the evening. Pero 7 pa rin ang hinahabol nila. Star Hotshots looking for a way to put this ball game away.
Yes, this is a very critical offensive possession for them. Dahil lamang sila ng 7, they can milk the clock a little bit.
And one more thing, everybody's got to realize, regardless of who comes out victorious hanggang sa dulo ng gabing ito, may coaching system. Nagigit-gitan dun sa lower half ng standings sa itong magkabilang koponan. It might just boil down to it, Coach RG.
Tuloy-tuloy ang laban dito hanggang sa huling possession. But for James Yap, who started so well, he slowed down a little bit, especially here in the 3rd and the 4th quarters. But only 7 points. Exploded with 23. He missed the first one. So up and down pa rin itong performance si James dito sa conference natin na ito.
Coach Frankie Lim deploying now a quicker lineup. Tenorio replacing Peña. They want to push the action with only 2 timeouts remaining para sa Ginebra. Yap, second free throw. Likewise out.
That looks like a forced turnover there because now Ginebra has a chance.
Kim for 3.
Now we have a ball game in our hands. You don't want to keep that guy open. It's now a 4-point deficit that Ginebra is looking.
James Yap, may tangan, pupunta kay Blakely. The Star Hotshots up by 4. Play almost broken up. Jump ball whistled. Mercado tying up James Yap.
They wanted to go for that high post play and the quick handoff, but Mercado was just there fighting for that one. Tumama yung bola sa paa ni Johnson eh. At yun, tinawag na jump ball.
James wins the tap.
Meron pa palang talon yun ah.
Sakto sang minuto na lang ang natitira. The Star Hotshots looking for that insurance basket. Malyari to the cup. Finishes with a bigger roll. Kim with that leather. Traveling para dito kay Kim.
Just a costly turnover there for Barangay Ginebra. All they needed to do was to get that ball inbounds, give themselves an opportunity to score, and look what happens here. An obvious call there. Nice call by referee Noel Kilingen.
Nakakalimutan mag-dribble ni G1 Kim. Blakely over at the other end. looking to put the finishing touches on this game. And if you're Ginebra, that was the best person to foul. Bago pa maipasa ni Blakely, you test him at the line.
He was 7 out of 17 from the free throw line against Kia. All confidence long. He's only shooting 59%. But let's see.
6
He misses
of
the
12
first
now
one.
after that first miss for
Just-
this particular game.
Yes, 50% from the line. But what an explosion for Marcus Blakely, especially here in the fourth quarter. He was only good for 11 points in the first 3, but now he's got 18. And ilan bang rebounds na yan, Kuya Roy? 18 na ba yan? Napakarami na rin, no? 19 rebounds para rito kay Marcus Blakely.
Peña back on the floor to try and secure a rebound. Pinalitan si Kim. But the second free throw is good para kay Blakely. Coach Frankie does not want to call his final timeout. Less than 40 seconds remain. Ginebra's got to go quick. Mercado from top of the key. No, Japet bats it back. LA ang susubok. This time he drives closer. Ayaw talaga para sa Ginebra. Ball will remain with the guys in white with 25.3 seconds remaining. Star Hotshots looking to make Ginebra waste away even more time. Johnson na libre. Punches it through.
Good screen by Dorian Peña. They still have a chance here to hold it down by 4 points, but they have to foul quickly. And the designated party was Alex Malyari.
Alex Malyari will be tested here as Sol Mercado will foul out of the game. Malyari for the tournament shooting 73% from that free throw line.
Now, Ginebra might be down by 4 points here, but you have to appreciate the efforts of Coach Franklin because on the energy factor, that is what Ginebra was sorely looking the past few conferences. Pag tinambakan mo to, nag-aayaw na eh. But not right now. Sol Mercado, 9 points, 3 assists as he fouls out in this ball game. But the adaptability of Greg Slaughter will be critical here in the development and the progress of Barangay Ginebra.
They got a week till their next assignment contra sa Meralco next Sunday. So got to be thinking quotient here. Japet, play broken up by Blakely. Did it hit Japet once again? The referees will be reviewing it.
Now, from our
Kahit
standpoint,
si Japet, alam niya tumama sa
aminado
kanya.
na eh. Sana wag magkamali yung referee rito.
Alam din ni Japet eh, kaya bumaba na siya sa
Yahahan.
nakikihadel pa doon kina Coach Tim ko, nito si Aguilar. '87-'82, the Star Hotshots still looking to try and find a way for another basket. Quotient niya ang iniisip dito, wag bibitiw, susunod na ang Who Wants to be a Millionaire with Bossing Vic. Devance will be fouled by Japet. So the Star Hotshots will be on their way to their third win against 4 losses. First back-to-back wins to para dito sa Star Hotshots. Barangay Ginebra naman babagsak sa 3 and 5.
Napakahirap pero may chance pa para rito sa Barangay. Napakahirap dahil 5 talo na rin sila at naninibago pa sila. Parang brand new team kasi itong Barangay Ginebra. Unang-una, of course, Coach Franklin is just coaching in his very first conference here in the league. And not only that, they're coming off with not a full complement of a complete roster to start off this conference. Nawala si Japet, nawala si Greg Slaughter. Ngayon bumabalik, panibagong adjustment para sa kanilang oponent. Pero wala na silang oras eh. Kailangan mapa-fast track yung chemistry ng kanilang oponent.
Kung yung Barangay Ginebra sa Sunday yung susunod na game, etong Star Hotshots naman sa Sabado. Ang balik nila sa bakbakan, rain or shine ang kanilang makakatapat. That's June 13. Then it doesn't get easier. Talk and text, Barako Bull at Blackwater ang natitira sa kanilang schedule.
And what about Barako Bull? 6-1 right now. Itong Ginebra, meron pa rin Barako Bull yan eh. So ang hirap pa ng tatahaking landas. Ito magkabilang kupunan. Best case situation for them is to lose by 4 points. But 2 points will be enough para 5 lang ang kanilang matatalo sa laban ito.
Tenorio may tangan ng bola, inaantay makawala. Etong si Kim. Tenorio looking for Johnson. Puts it on the floor, pulls up. Orlando still could not deliver, and that'll do it. The Star Hotshots will take this edition of the Manila Clasico, and they finally beat Barangay Ginebra in this 2015 season.